In 2017, a bunch of nerds were tasked by a podcasting network to come up with a monthly show. These men promptly came up with the idea for a comic book show where they could educate the masses. Today, they use this show as a platform for helping their fellow nerds in any way they can. If you have a nerdy question, if Google hasn't helped you, and if you have a Facebook account, maybe you can ask the Nerds for Hire.
And your Nerds for Hire going to be Trevor Camp.
Hello.
Asa Gray.
He remembered.
What did I remember?
The intro.
Oh, no.
Because every time we do this show, it always is the, damn it. And then we have to restart it.
Because I have to try really hard to not do nerd up. Mm-hmm. And then a special guest nerd, the Spend King, Seanan Young.
Yo.
Doing Dalton's intro. And I'm your host, Jesse Kimball. I brought the Spend King on tonight because our topic for the evening is what to buy for that nerd in your life, whether it be friend, partner, etc.
I'm holding a Switch that I bought on Black Friday with no discount. I waited in line for 20, 30 minutes just so I don't have to share my Switch with Lindsay. So if you want to know at what level I am, I can talk about this subject. I am the king.
Now, see, another way to spin that is that he bought Lindsay her own Switch for Christmas so that she didn't have to share with him.
Yeah, but she got the hand-me-down.
What you're saying is Shannon is the Spend King, but not the Spin King. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
It took a minute.
It took a second. I didn't. The D was so soft the first time. I assumed it wasn't there on the.
You know me.
Oh, that's what ours is.
Oh,
were you gonna steal that one?
I was totally gonna steal that one.
Sorry.
Just coming on my show, taking my lewd lowball comments. All right, I see how it is.
So anyway, we figured we'll talk about a little bit about how to shop for a nerd, because if your nerd is anything like us, whenever we see something that we kind of want, we usually just buy it.
Irresponsible spend monsters.
Mm-hmm. There's another YouTube show that we had talked about that I really want to do.
I still have stuff to unbox. It's like 2 years ago Pokemon card sets.
It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And we have equipment to...
I'm not 100% sure where it even is.
To video it.
It's packed up in a box somewhere in my room.
Yeah, I actually meant to bust out that equipment for the Spider-Man PS4. Mm-hmm. Once I had that bad boy in my hands, though, I just wanted to get it out and look at it.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait. Oh, that system is sexy.
Yeah, I just murder those boxes with my hands. Just shred it like it's Christmas morning.
It was the exact same thing when I got my Platinum Xbox from Taco Bell. Shannon, because I brought it to the store, and Shannon's like, "You want to do an unboxing video?" And I was like, "I want to unbox it immediately."
Oh, you didn't go? I already did that in my car.
No, it went into my
trunk.
trunk.
Wanted the pleasure of doing it right in front of me to negate all the things I had spent money on.
I really wanted
with this Taco Bell.
That thing you tagged us in, that giveaway for the Battlefield 5 Xbox.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that and be like, what if I won this one too?
Oh, you should have.
What's the rating level on this show?
PG, Nerd Up.
Yeah.
Nerd Up. Mm-hmm.
It's a bad show.
PG-13, but you don't get the 1F.
Hey,
Right.
If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me.
I think we're all about equally potty-mouthed on this show. We just don't, we censor ourselves for this show.
For the children.
For the children, so they can listen. So anyway, Christmas shopping is always really hard. I know for me, like my family and everybody else is like, so what do you want for Christmas or even birthday? Mm-hmm. And I don't know.
This is actually the first year that I have like a list of things that I sent to my mom, because she always asks, and some of it's actually like fun stuff. It's not just practical. Like
I need underwear.
I need flannels. I need underwear.
Yeah, that's the guy
work
growing
pants.
up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all of the things I would dread and have to like fake smile through as a kid. I'm like, yes, socks.
Dude, I get so excited about socks and underwear.
Because now I don't have to buy it.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever bought my own socks or underwear. I think I just wait for a holiday.
Oh, I definitely have.
Yeah, I think that's when you get older, you buy yourself all the toys and electronics throughout the year that you want, and then you forget to buy the things you need to survive. So Christmas is that opportunity for people to get you the survival things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my mom annually. She asks me which I need more of, underwear or socks, and that's what she buys me for Christmas. In addition to like whatever else she was going to get me, but
for me, for the record, right now, it's underwear because all of my underwear looks like it's been shredded by the Wolverine.
To shreds, you
like
say.
right in the crotch area too, and I don't know why it's always the crotch area.
See, I got some of that new fancy underwear. You should really look into it. It's that micromodal stuff.
Ooh, what are you wearing over there?
I don't need an
briefs
engineering
or-
degree to get dressed.
It's a boxer brief thing. It's a good situation. It's got a pocket for your beans and your frank. It's nice.
This is why we need a sponsorship deal. MeUndies.
MeUndies.
Send me free stuff.
They're very similar to the MeUndies.
I feel like
the
we
ones
could
I
probably get MeUndies. By the way, just the number of podcasts they advertise on.
That's probably true, but they probably do the same thing where they give you like
2 cents to the
for people that,
$20.
for people that like actually use your reference or your referral code or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they'll pay you for that. And man, we can't even get somebody to post on our Facebook, much less go to a website and put in a code.
Buy underwear. Use code Podzilla.
maybe PZ85. Gotta keep it easy.
Yeah. Can't make a long code.
You're buying underwear, man, not a computer.
I would make it extremely uncomfortable just so no one would ever do it. It would be like Podzilla 1985's underwear deal brought to you by Mr. 100.
Be in your pants. Put us in your pants.
All one word.
You want bathrooms? We've got bathrooms. They're called your pants.
What?
It's from an SNL skit. I
Okay.
apologize.
Oh. I don't
And
watch-
you know we got
That's why we
loose
need video
alligators.
where
If it-
everybody can see.
Me playing
Yes.
Pokemon.
if the skit wasn't posted in the group chat,
Oh, it has been.
even if
though.
it has been, there's like a 1 in 5 chance I've seen it.
Nobody watches SNL anymore. You just watch the YouTube highlights.
Pretty much. I can't sit down and just watch SNL. What do I look like?
No, I don't want to trudge through the garbage of like the mediocre sketches. I'll catch that on YouTube.
Didn't,
I need to find the gyms.
didn't Hunter say
So sorry.
Jason Momoa was going to host?
Yeah.
Soon?
I think the 8th, December 8th.
That could either be wonderful or terrible.
They've had a really good run of people that you didn't think would be funny being funny, like
Leif Schreiber
Leif
was,
Schreiber was
really
great.
funny.
Charles Barkley obviously was a fantastic episode.
Chance the
Adam
Rapper.
Driver.
Chance the Rapper. Oh my
Adam
God, Chance
Driver.
the
Oh my
Rapper
God,
was so
that Adam
good.
Driver skit.
Yeah, those were all good. So I think Jason Momoa could do it. He seems like he's got a pretty good sense of humor.
He's got a silly streak in him.
I'll tell you the way that Trevor ends up ingesting SNL videos. You guys send it to the group chat.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. The next time Trevor's hanging out at the apartment, I make him watch it.
So Jesse is our buffer.
That's exactly how it works.
You're the
actually.
middleman.
Jesse filters out the.
What Jesse deems unfunny.
Yeah. Either you or your roommate will throw it on the TV when I'm there, and
And if it's my roommate, it's because I made him watch it.
that's true. Yeah. No, I like the system I have. I don't want to change it. It's very tailored
as it is.
to me. You know.
All right, so let's get back to the gift giving.
Yes, give me gifts. Please don't. I'm so uncomfortable with people giving me stuff.
It's fine. It's probably fine.
Yes. Give me Ace's gifts.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I don't want them.
All right. So I mean, there's a few tricks out there. One of the ones that I want to talk about first. That's super easy for the comic book collector in your house. If you have a comic book collector that you're trying to buy a Christmas gift for, go to their shop. They almost certainly have comic books in their box that they need to buy. Just have them paid for. Mm-hmm. And then the next time that person goes there, like, have a note or something, Merry Christmas.
Or like,
Yeah, but you can't put that under a tree.
It's true. You could just buy them if you know they're not going to be there before Christmas. You could
Clear
just buy
out.
them and put them under the tree.
I guarantee you that if we went up to Villainous Grounds and told, like, Dave and Mary Jo, like, hey, I want to buy out Jesse's pull week for the week before Christmas, they would go along with, yeah, Diamond.
We conveniently don't have
the,
your
or,
comics,
the order didn't come in.
which would not be
Like,
a stretch.
which we would then have to figure out a way to keep you from just going upstairs and finding all of the stuff. But like, people
Well,
will
Jesse,
play
that's
it.
ridiculous. Let's leave.
I
We're
also
outta
feel
here.
like Dave and Mary Jo would help me lie about a body, though.
Yes,
They're pretty chill like that.
they are pretty fantastic. I love them.
That's true. Not everybody gets that perk.
Mm-hmm. But
Immediately.
a lot of those places, like for sure, I know for sure you can go to Villainous Grounds and just ask for money to be put on someone's account,
Yes.
and just be like, "Hey, I want to put X amount of dollars on this person's account." So the next time they go in,
Yeah.
they have just
Because
books are
wasn't
paid for.
somebody buying? Was it you or Dalton? They were buying like gift cards
Me.
for. Did you ever find out who that was?
No,
Oh, that's creepy.
Do what?
wait, yes, I did.
Never mind. Less creepy.
I did find out who it was.
Well, did you find
But
out
I'll
who
just,
put that
like-
Joker thing on your?
No, I still did not find
okay.
out who
Well,
put
at least
that
there's that
friggin'
one.
Joker painting.
Yeah,
on our
that's still
door.
a mystery. I was about to say, I know who the gift card thing was.
But then, and like Audra did it too. Like the last time I went, because she sent me a message. She's like, "Hey, did you have money on your account?" I was like, "No," but it was because I forgot to. I didn't ask for it.
Yeah, she had also
I didn't ask about it.
She had asked me about it too. I was like, so you guys, how regularly do you go to VG again? So you've been here since this time? Mm-hmm. Yeah. huh. So, and Asa didn't say anything about, no, huh. So, yeah.
I didn't know to ask about it.
Right, and they didn't automatically use it. But yeah, so that is one thing that I'll point out real quick. So a lot of people think that, gift cards are not a good present. There's no thought in it and stuff like that.
Awesome.
For nerdy people, gift cards are the best.
That's
Yes.
what we want.
Especially because, like, you don't want to just be like, oh, this person is nerdy. They have nerdy interests. I will just buy something that is considered nerdy. Mm-hmm. Because there's so many different... If you know they like comic books, you don't want to just go out and buy, like, a Superman mug.
Yes.
Because they may be a Marvel person. They may not even... Like, Superman might be a character they don't really care about.
Yep.
Because he's Superman.
And granted, like
And
those...
how could you not care about him? He's the superior man.
Oof.
He should be called Superior Man.
All right, we're going to do this later, but...
So
So many feuds popping up.
And I will say, like, we do like getting those gifts. Like, my mom has gotten me a couple of mugs like that with characters that I just could not care less about. But
All right, so personal story, real quick.
all right, go ahead.
Because it's my mother. God rest her soul. I loved her so much. When I got into anime, this is a perfect example. I got into anime when I was mid-teens, late teens. My mom decided she was going to get me anime for Christmas. My mom had no idea what anime was. So on Christmas, I opened up to one of the most popular animes, Mulan.
Not where I thought you were going at all.
And I was like, what is this? She's like, you like anime, right? And I'm like, well, I guess they're Asian and it's animated, so sure.
I took a PG turn I didn't expect.
Yeah, to be fair, Mulan is fantastic.
And I've still never watched it.
What?
Oh,
Mulan's
sorry.
awesome.
Sorry.
Good
What is
movie.
wrong with you?
Oh, Shannon, tell the story of the console that your mom bought you.
Oh, son of a bitch. My mom. Oh, sorry. My mom.
Curse you.
My mom was
He
the
just
best
did.
of the best. So I asked my mom all year for PlayStation 2. Was it PlayStation 2? I think it was PlayStation 2. Or was it PlayStation or
It
something?
had to be
You
PS1.
can lie to us.
Yeah,
We
it was
wouldn't
PS1
know.
or PS2. And I was like, yeah, it was PS1. I really want a PS1. I want to play Castlevania. Like, I want to play all these games. And my mom, at Christmas time, I opened up all my gifts. There was no system. And my mom said, why don't you go check the trunk? There's something in there for you. And I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. So I go out to the car. I open up the trunk. There's just a box and a bag. And I'm like, oh, my God. And then I open it up, and it was a Sega Genesis. 10 years after the Sega Genesis was important.
Boom.
You got Lee Trevino's golf.
I did.
Lee Trevino's putt-putt.
But I looked over at my mom's face, and she was so happy that I was like, it was that part. I was like, oh, yeah. And I played Sonic Spinball all day. I was like, this is the best game. This is better than Final Fantasy.
This is better than all those games I wanted.
Because the Genesis did have a bunch of really great titles, but yeah, no, that's just unfortunate right there. So the point, going back now, yeah, gift cards. Gift cards are a wonderful thing because remember how I mentioned, whenever we see something cool that we want, we just kind of buy it. Mm-hmm. Gift cards help that.
Yes.
It makes those
'Cause it's
impulse
probab-
purchases
Lessens
cheaper.
the blow.
Because we're probably going to be buying something anyway, especially if it's like a local place. Mm-hmm. Like if you go to like a VG or Gaming Grounds or something.
And at the end of the day, gift cards are the best because I know me and what I want better than you ever could.
That's
Right.
true.
Nobody
Don't act
knows
you don't
me
know
like me.
You don't know me.
Yeah, and that's not to say that like I don't appreciate gifts that come from the heart or they're special for me, that kind of stuff. Like I said, I have those mugs from my mom. I still have them. I use them occasionally, and like I like them because they're from her.
Right.
It's true.
My grandpa bought me. It was like a Batman Return to, like a random issue of like Batman Return to Arkham. It was one of the tie-in games for tie-in comics for one of the games. It was just like, but he knew I liked Batman. He knew I liked comics, and he saw that and he thought of me. So now I was like, so I still have it. I've read it. I actually have thought about going and trying to find like the trade or something because it was good. But yeah, but it was that thing of it's like, okay, well, this isn't something that I was like actively looking for, but it means a lot because they saw this thing and they thought of me. So yeah, I mean, it's not it's not that you can't do it. It's just like if you can get more zeroed in on specifics, it gets even better because that just goes.
It's true. If you know your nerd, that's different, I would say. If you know your nerd really well and like exactly what they want, it's a little different than the gift. Gift cards are still appreciated.
It's because it's, and again, it goes
It's
back.
not a thoughtless gift.
It also goes.
not.
It also goes back to the because I love giving gift cards because it's like I'm very awkward when it comes to gifts. Like I legitimately
Just
get
when it
super,
comes to gifts?
I mean, in general, but like especially when it comes to gifts, because like asking for specific things, it just I feel yucky. Or like And most of my family does the whole, what do you want for Christmas? You don't have to get me anything. I do. These are the rules. There are rules that we have to follow, and I do have to get you something. So just make it easy for me. So but my thought process is, oh, you know what you want. You know what you can use this for. I will get you a gift card, because that at least narrows it down, other than just cash.
Right.
But
Because I will say, cash is a step too far in the laziness.
I disagree. That's the ultimate gift card.
Because gift cards are
It's
just
accepted everywhere.
here is a certain amount of value. You have to go that you now have to go somewhere to spend.
Jesse, you forget that the knee bone's connected to the
Cash
bone.
No, don't get me wrong. I also love cash. I will never be upset at receiving cash. But 9 times out of 10, if you give me cash, it's not going towards a gift.
No, it's paying bills.
Right, it's going to pay a bill.
Which is
gonna
good,
that's gonna
because
be
then
gas.
that
You
opens
gave
up
me
more
the
money
gift
that
of
you can then
rent.
spend on other things.
yeah, but now that
though.
money that you were going to spend can go somewhere else more fun.
That's true. Or it already has, and that's why.
And that's why you need the
Or
that's why you need
yes.
that money.
But either way, yeah, no, I'm not saying that. Like,
Patreon.com/Podzilla1985.
donate to your boy.
pay our
and
bills.
girls.
Not our actual bills, the podcast bills.
Oh, don't start talking about bills. You're gonna get lunch snack Lewis on there.
Lunch snack. Lewis.
What was his name? Lunchbox
it
Larry.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He's nobody.
He is nobody.
Well, okay.
Go after me on Twitter again, punk. See what happens.
Huh. I feel like
He
there's a
might. He
story
doesn't
here that
have-
we'll get into
Yeah, I
later.
feel like I'm
He doesn't
way
have
out
much
of
else
the
to
loop
do.
Yeah, same. All right. So anyway, yes. So don't feel bad about getting a gift card. I will never, ever be upset about getting a gift card. I know some people might, but
In fairness, if you're upset at any gift you receive, shame on you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're
a
kind of a
gift.
dick.
It's like, yeah, it's
Damn, I'm glad you said that because I was about to get upset about a gift I received. When my my cokehead sister-in-law, who's passed away recently, she got me I hate her, by the way. I can tell you horror stories.
Really?
She knows that when I worked at GameStop. I worked at GameStop and I'm big into video games. So she said, I got you a gift card for Christmas. I was like, cool, I appreciate that. It was a gift card to like Macy's. And like,
Get a nice jacket. What's wrong
well,
with
back
you?
in the old days, like I just
plus
wanted
it was
video game
probably,
stuff.
in fairness, like a $5 gift card to
It
Macy's.
was like $5-10, which at Macy's will get you a song. You know,
Hey, man, they have some very nice socks.
I could use those nice socks.
and
at this
$5
point.
would get you about half a pack.
I'll get one sock.
half a sock.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is back in the day money.
Oh, he says back in the day, like we're talking about like the
We're not
aughts.
talking about
like
the
it's not-
50s. Yeah. $10 will get you a whole suit and a new car.
$4 get you a special shave.
Oh God, we talking
This
about
is this is a King of the Hill reference.
Oh, good.
It's a quarter for a shave, $4 for a special shave.
Piggybacking on. Sorry, this is off topic, but back to the main topic. Piggybacking on your like gifts for the comic book reader. Comic book short boxes.
Yes.
Always an acceptable gift because we
speaking
always
of-
have more comics than we have
That's-
space to put them.
This
Yeah.
is an inappropriate time to mention this.
My
but
boxes are in your trunk. Yes,
they are.
I'm aware. Because I was going to go to boxes as well as there are comic accessories you can buy as too. Luckily, the wonderful people at Villainous Grounds, our local comic shop, when you have a pull list set up and you buy your comics through them, they bag and board your boxes automatically.
Yep.
But if you know someone who have to bag and board their own boxes, those bags and boards are great gifts.
Yes.
Because those can run out very quickly, and they tend to last a while because they're sold in like giant packs. But yeah, the bags and boards are a good idea, especially if you know that that's something that they have to buy.
Yep. And try and look up their brand. I know it sounds ridiculous, but like for me personally, it annoys me whenever I have like, especially in like a run of comic books, I have like 2 or 3 that have a different size bag or board. Like it just bugs me on a personal level.
I don't think I ever noticed that. I know there's different sizes for different stuff. Like there's Golden Age comics, Silver Age comics, like current runs, because those boards and bags are different sizes because the books are different sizes.
Right.
I didn't know
didn't know
there.
this.
I didn't know there were multiple brands.
Well, even
of-
at VG, they did have different bags and boards for our books. Like
Really?
they switched to a smaller size one about like halfway through our tenure there. Or our,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I know they have much larger sizes because they put that Batman Damned one in a much bigger bag.
That was a special like magazine
magazine sleeves.
sleeve, yeah. But anyway, and that's actually something else going back to the boxes. So one of the cool things if you're like artistically minded, one thing you can do, these boxes, they're just plain white cardboard boxes.
Most of the
you
time.
can get like special like themed ones and stuff like that, which are cool too. Significantly more expensive, but they are cool. So they're plain white. You can draw on them, like paint them, do whatever you want, make them look cool, and customize them a little bit for a neat little Christmas
Because
gift.
like handmade gifts are the best.
Oh, dude, they are.
Like those, because that is some legit like
That's from the
time
heart,
and energy.
yeah.
Like Audra got me it was a Ninja Turtle blanket that she'd made,
oh.
and it's so nice. It's on my bed right now.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
My wife made, when we were dating, she made me a Firefly Matrushka doll set. You know, those little Russian nesting dolls?
Yeah.
With all the Firefly characters in them that she hand painted. I was like, oh.
Did she cancel it halfway through?
Get out. Get out.
Didn't that also come in like a special box that she made for it?
That was a different thing.
Okay.
She made me a replica box of like strawberries from the opening episode. Yeah. The other thing, props. Props are a really good present from like your favorite shows. I love like movie and TV show props.
That's a good idea, but those can get real pricey real quick.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can.
It's true.
So, but unless you're crafty like Trevor's wife, who just made that stuff.
She did. I think she just got like a cigar box and like looked up the graphic online and like printed out the stuff and like decoupaged it to it, and like it was a simple prop. But there's a lot of, I mean, you can also kind of buy some of those. Like I have the I have a lot of Firefly stuff. I have like the pistol from Firefly. I got one year as a Christmas gift. I'm pretty sure that didn't break the bank. I don't know. I didn't buy it.
Didn't
not
break your
your
bank.
problem, yeah.
I mean, our lights didn't go off, so I don't think it was that expensive.
That's good.
So yeah, no, the stuff you hand make is always cool, and then getting stuff from like their favorite TV show, video game, comic book, stuff like that's always really helpful too. I say really helpful, a good idea, solid plan. So yeah, Trevor, you had a list.
I do. I have
Hit
like
me
a
up with your
short
next
list.
one, buddy.
I prepared. I put on here subscription services. Like, was
one.
it you can get somebody a year's supply of Xbox Live for like $60. That you have loot crates, so you're giving them a gift all year.
Which those are almost designed as like you can gift those to people, and even if you only want to do like 1 month worth.
Yeah.
But you can do it doesn't have to be a full year because like Xbox Live, they sell 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, all the way up to a year.
Yep, and nobody that plays video games online, like whether they have PS4 or Xbox One,
Or Nintendo Switch now.
yeah, or Switch, no one's going to be upset about getting like extra online time.
Yep.
Because you can just add that right on. You can append that right onto the end of your current subscription. Yeah, no,
And it
that's
stacks, yeah.
it stacks. That's always a good
Oh
present.
yeah, super good one. There's a lot of different even semi nerdy subscription services. One of my favorite ones, buddy got my brother. It was just the Dive Bar of the Month T-shirt club, and he bought a subscription for a year, and once a month, all year, he got a T-shirt from a different like dive bar around the country.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because at this point there are loot boxes for everything. There's Wrestle Crate.
Everything.
There are snack boxes. Blue Apron sends you just full on meals.
I think Austin Lane is subscribed to most of them.
Probably yeah.
Yeah.
And so like even like non-nerdy stuff like Nature Box sends you like healthy snacks.
There's one that'll
Dollar
send you
Shave
like
Club.
I was about to say the Dollar Shave Club. They'll send you like razors and whatnot.
If you're listening to podcasts, you've probably heard ads for all of these.
All
Yep.
of these,
every one of them.
But not on this show.
That's right.
Not yet.
not yet.
Again, all of those are coupon. They rely on
Soon.
coupon codes. You guys don't message us on Facebook. I'm not expecting you to put in a coupon
Being
code.
very critical of the fans tonight, Jesse.
Listen,
Prove Jesse wrong.
Prove me
Hashtag
wrong.
prove Jesse wrong.
message me
Be
on
like
Facebook. Yeah, no, subscription services are great ideas. Like there are tons of them out there. Just make sure not to auto renew because
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, you gotta make sure that's otherwise you're gonna keep getting the like. Why am I getting charged $20 a month again? Oh, dang it!
truly
got
be
some
the
extra
gift that keeps
Christmas
on
out of
giving.
it.
Sure, you can use this free trial, but you have to put a credit card in to do it. Why? If it's
Because we want you to
free.
forget.
Yeah, they make like a significant portion of their revenue off of that.
Even the better the ones where you have to like spend $1 just to verify that you're an adult that has a credit card.
Oh yeah, and then it charges it and then like refunds it eventually, but you have to put that weird. I don't trust those.
No,
eBay even does it where they give you like 2 deposits of like random amounts to just to verify that you have that account. Anyway,
Silly.
what else you got, Trevor?
There's a company, one of my personal favorites, like on geeky or nerdy clothing, but specifically, there's a company called Geeky Jerseys that makes hockey jerseys specifically tailored to all manner of geekdom. I have 2 of them. My wife has gotten me for different occasions, and they do it kind of. They'll have like 10 running at a time. And then they'll kind of discontinue some of them until they get a big enough demand and then re-release them. But I have a, what is it?
Because I know you have the Parks and Rec one.
I have the Parks and Rec one, the Pawnee Rangers, and then I also have a Browncoats one, a Firefly one as well. Yeah. They're a little pricey. They're going to run you about $100, but the quality's really good. And they have everything from, slasher to, they even have like Venture Brothers ones. And it's fantastic. And they do baseball jerseys too. They had a really good Spider-Man baseball jersey.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, the Webheads. And they're all like themed. Like I think they had a Deadpool one, which was like was it Chimichangas? Yeah. And so that's one of my personal favorite gifts to get is the gift of a hockey jersey, which everyone knows in the nerd culture, the hockey jersey is the tuxedo of the nerd.
It's the Kevin Smith.
Yes.
Accurate. I like jerseys in general. Like, I'm a big fan. But I'm also, like, big NFL fan, and Trevor's a big hockey fan.
Yeah.
So, like, for people like us...
If your sports fan also has, like, nerdy tendencies, it's a fantastic idea.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But, if, like, I would never buy Shannon Young a jersey.
Yeah, that's not...
No.
I bet you I can find a hockey jersey Shannon Young would wear.
Shannon Young has wanted a Cordell Stewart jersey from the Pittsburgh Steelers from the 90s for as long as he's been alive. And he's never gotten one. And I'm pretty sure now, if you can find a Cordell Stewart jersey, I don't know, is it worth money?
No,
Cordell Stewart?
You just buy them new.
Cordell Stewart?
Yeah. A lot of those retired
they
players
have, like,
you can buy
legacy jerseys.
for. Yeah, legacy jerseys.
Yeah, I used to love football jerseys especially. And I always wanted a Cardinal like jersey, but yeah.
See, I just prefer the hockey jerseys. They're so comfortable.
No, hockey jerseys are really nice. Like I want to like hockey more so I could have an excuse to buy a hockey jersey.
It hides that mid gut fat so well. Just perfect.
The Kevin Smith special.
Hey man, he don't need them anymore.
No, yeah, he doesn't need it anymore.
He's full vegan now, man.
Yeah. Well, because he nearly died.
Because he needs to live forever.
Right.
Because I'm not getting excited for
Clerks 3.
No,
Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
The new Jay and Silent Bob movie. Because
is there a new one?
Yeah, Jay and Silent Bob get rebooted.
Oh,
I believe that's what it's called.
I think that might have been the name of the post that he posted when he announced it.
Have you
Either
ever
way, they're working on a new Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Have you ever looked at the cover of the first Clerks movie?
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that Jason Mewes isn't on it?
No.
No, I haven't owned a physical DVD in some time.
Well, I thought the Clerks was just like the original trailer didn't have anybody on, or poster rather.
No, it has all of the characters in the film except Jason Mewes because studios thought that he looked too unusual, and they were afraid that he was gonna die before the movie came out, and they didn't want him on the marketing.
Oh God, yeah, no,
he was heavy into the things.
Yeah, he wasn't doing well.
He likes stuff.
Yeah, he's still not doing great.
No, he's doing way better.
Have you ever seen the
movie?
movie?
That's the whole point of them doing Jay and Silent Bob gets rebooted, is that he's been clean.
Well, no, he's been
Twitch
clean,
streams.
but he's still like.
He streams Fortnite.
I mean, damage has been done that can't be fixed.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But it's
trying
not
to say.
getting worse.
Right. Yeah, no, it is not getting any worse than what it was, but like a bunch of permanent damage has happened.
Drugs are bad, kids.
Drugs are
Drugs
bad,
are
kid.
real bad.
Especially the bad drugs.
Have you ever seen the film Feast?
No.
It's a low-budget horror film that Jason Mewes is in, and they introduce the characters. And every time they introduce a character, it'll give like a little stat about him or how old they are and stuff like that. And Jason Mewes is in the film as Jason Mewes, and his description says already far outlived his life expectancy.
I mean, it's true.
Internal chuckle.
All right, that's all. I'm done with the trivia now.
Okay.
So yeah, geeky jerseys. I like geekyjerseys.com. Check it out. I love it.
That's pretty dope.
Yep.
Like, no.
It's the dope show.
I just got Kevin Smith stuck in my head, so now like everything's dope.
I think he has some specialized jerseys on that website too.
I mean, he
Smith,
would have
yeah.
to.
I believe it. I mean, he's getting his own with his face put on him.
Yeah. He's got a Fat Man on Batman jersey. Like he's got a ton of jerseys that he
You're gonna have to rename that show.
Yeah.
Just The man on Batman.
Kevin on Batman.
Oh,
There you go.
I like that. That's better.
That one's for free.
There you go. There you go, Kevin.
I know you're listening.
Big fan of the show, probably.
Doesn't have Facebook. That's why he doesn't message us.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Have
Finally
Twitter,
figured it
Kevin.
out.
I'm there.
Ooh, a low budget gift for the nerd in your life, I always say, is the Funko Pops, or just really any figure. But Funko
Yeah.
Pops in particular, because
Funko Pops are the easiest gift
That's
to give
gift giving
someone.
easy mode.
it really is.
And I'm not saying that is a bad thing. Like Funko has done a wonderful thing for like the people trying to get a fun gift for someone.
Even like
Because there's
at
a pop of everything.
At this point, the most
Everything.
obscure reference
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
is gonna have a Funko line.
The Friends where the girl has the turkey on her head has a Funko. I know because I bought it for Allie.
Yeah, it does not surprise me. Yeah, Funko's just all over this stuff, and yeah, they are Secret Santa saints.
Oh, God,
Yes.
they're the best.
Like
Yes.
the MVP of Secret Santa.
Last
yeah.
Christmas, between me, Allie, and Lindsay, on the Christmas floor, there were probably 15 to 16 Funkos that we just got each other.
Yeah, I absolutely believe, and I know for sure that last year on PZ85 Secret Santa, at least half the members received a Funko item.
Yep.
Which is funny because I don't like Funko Pops, and I've never bought myself one. But like I've received, I think maybe 2 in my life, and both times though I don't like Funko Pops. I was like, oh hey, it's the thing I like. Yeah, he gets excited.
And that's why I have to be very, very careful about, because that is a rabbit hole that will bankrupt me.
It's true.
I will start sleeping under the table here because someone got me one of the Ninja Turtles. Well, I can't just have one of the Ninja
You
Turtles.
can't. No.
So I'll finish that out. Well, but then they have Splinter and Shredder. Well, I need those.
Then they have like the Turtle Mobile.
God help me, I'll never get a Casey Jones. Or, no, I could have had a Casey Jones, but I'll never get a Bebop and Rocksteady, which breaks my heart.
Oh,
Because those are con exclusives. They're like $80 a piece now. And then I ended up buying a Batman, the animated series Batman, for my desk at work.
Right.
And that's where but those lines are gorgeous. And I was like, I want the rest of them. But no, they have Mega Man ones. I want...
Yeah, I have
it's itchy. This is that like...
that collector.
That collector itch
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah, I have given myself like extremely specific criteria for the only pop figures that I will buy personally. Either they have to be on like super sale, and I really like the figure, or it has to be Spider-Man and it has to have the correct eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Like I don't like Spider-Man pops with the circle eyes. They've got to have like the actual like Spider-Man eyes. And yeah, unfortunately though, they make a bunch of those. So like every time
Turns out Spider-Man's
it
real
doesn't
popular.
it doesn't narrow it down near as much as I want. I have an entire like 2 shelves that are Spider-Man pops.
That's one of the things I'm asking for
Spider-Man
Christmas
might
is
catch
shelving.
on.
Shelving, just
Because
shelves.
I need to be able to display this
Shelves
stuff.
for your stuff.
Yeah, because I have so many action figures, and it takes up so much more space because I leave everything in the box.
It's part of why I'm trying to digitize my Blu-ray collection right now, so that I can use that shelf for figures and stuff to display. Oh, that's another subscription thing. Plex. Yeah, if you're looking for another,
I used Plex for a while.
subscription
Yeah, that was
service,
pretty handy.
you can get somebody a subscription to Plex. I would find out if it's something they're even any kind of interested in, but I love Plex. Basically, you can store and host media files. Like you can do music and you can do movies, and then you can access as long as that's connected to the internet. You can access all of that information from any computer.
You just let me know when Jesse Flicks is up, man.
I'll let you know. It's a slow going process. It is not quick converting those Blu-rays that I still own and will continue to own. So this is completely legal.
Why are you winking at everybody?
Why are you rubbing your hands together like Snidely Whiplash?
Where'd that mustache come from?
I've
My-
always had one, or at least for the past several years. But anyway, yeah, Plex is cool. What else you got, Trevor?
Yeah, I'm the only one who made a list.
Well, I've got one. I'll say one real quick.
All right.
I was going to ask for the Spend King to.
Well, mine might surprise you a little bit because it's not horribly expensive. But you were talking about nerds specifically, right?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like a lot of nerds still play the Warcrafts. And if you still play the Warcrafts, you can go on to the Blizzard store. Not only do they have a lot of good stuff physically, but if you play World of Warcraft, you can always gift like pets or mounts and stuff like that. That's something that I do every year. Like I gave Lindsay a special mount 2 years ago. Allie got into World of Warcraft this year, so I'm sure I will get her something special on there. But it's something cool that they can open up. On Christmas, when you want to send it, you put a note attached to it. Press start to join. Josh has sent me many things for some reason. And there's always
still haven't gotten anything from him.
You're not friends with him on Blizzard?
You have to take it up.
I think I am friends with him on Blizzard now.
Oh.
Because when I updated my when I turned on my computer for my quarterly updates to run my quarterly updates, I think I added him.
But it's only Blizzard. Don't do it in any other game because I don't want you buying anybody like Fortnite stuff ever. No one should ever buy anything from Fortnite.
But that also kind of ties into like subscription services because you can just buy if you are not a WoW player, you can buy a subscription. Yeah, like you can buy a month's worth of, because that also stacks, doesn't it?
I think you have to do 2 months for World of Warcraft is the only way you can prepay.
It's 2 months or.
Well, I know you can buy the cards because I see the cards at Best Buy all the time.
The cards are it's $30 for 2 months in the cards.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They got me with a deal though. I spent $75 and got like 6 months of access plus a special mount. So
Warcraft is $15 a month.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Has been since inception.
Mm-hmm. I've never played it. I actually didn't know.
You can play for free up to level 20.
That goes
Don't do
quick.
that, Trevor, because I know you.
Yeah, they also give you that first hit of heroin for free.
Yeah.
I know this business model, and I'm not falling for it.
But have you considered falling?
I got out.
Oh, they all get out, but they come back.
You come back.
I come back
That's
all
fair.
the time.
I did go back. I got out again though.
You relapsed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I relapse
so many
fairly
characters.
regularly.
None of them are past level like 30.
You'll continue to relapse because Warcraft is the game that keeps on giving.
Oh, see, I won't because it's that now I got a bunch of other stuff. I have so much more to play.
Yeah, but when you're done playing that, Warcraft will still be there.
And now I have a TV that Jesse won't actively laugh at. Like when he saw my monitor.
Mm-hmm. Why are you laughing at that poor boy's TV?
I didn't laugh at his TV.
No, he laughed at my monitor.
I didn't laugh at his monitor.
You
I
laughed at
contained
the
myself.
I think you like to think you did.
I did say it was adorable.
That is just the biggest.
While actively chuckling.
Oh.
It wasn't an uproarious belly laugh, but it was, oh, that's your monitor? That's what you play on? That is adorable.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Jesus, Jesse.
It's a 17-inch widescreen.
And back in the day, 20 years ago, I would have been happy to have that.
Yeah, when I was in high school.
It's not even mine.
When
My
I was
friend
in high
lent it
school,
to me.
I was super happy about my 19-inch square monitor. But I saw it and I was like, oh, it's so little.
Hey, man, you ball on a budget, you ball.
I just didn't even know they made widescreen monitors that size.
I mean, I'm sure it's older. But
you get
like
in
I
where
said,
you
it was
fit in.
my friend let me borrow it, so that's what I'm using.
So there's you another more expensive gift for your nerd. Every nerd always wants a new monitor.
I don't even have a gaming computer, though. You got to have a gaming computer to
you could just have the monitor.
It's true. I could just have
and then
monitor.
that'll be your first hit of like, okay, well now spend all this money on a nice gaming PC.
Now I have to upgrade.
Right.
Yeah.
That monitor is free up to level 20.
It's not though.
No.
Yeah, because even I have a monitor that I love. There are better monitors. I would love an upgrade. Though,
Which one get you on money bags?
Oh, if only. The upgrade to my
Computer
monitor
stuff is so expensive.
It really is. It can be cheap, but if you want the good stuff,
you know I do.
Yeah, because now that I've experienced 144 frames per second, and I made Shannon experience 144 frames per second,
which I don't even have anymore because I have the laptop. So Lindsay uses my monitor, so she's running at 144 frames per second, and she doesn't even appreciate it. Her eyes literally can't see beyond 60 frames per second.
Oh man, and don't believe what they tell you. You can absolutely see a difference between 144 and 60. You can see a difference in how the cursor moves on the background.
It's true. But when I was using the 144 megahertz thing, I'm sitting there going was this worth it?
I should say, what's the price difference in those frames, though?
It depends on the resolution
terrible.
you want.
It wasn't terrible. You can get a 4K one. Well, I just hit the monitor there. You can get a 4K one with 144 for, I believe, around $7 million.
Okay, yeah.
Those are real expensive. But yeah, if you just do a 144 with 1080p,
But then to be fair, you can't just do one because if you're
gesturing with your hands.
If you're not doing tri-monitors, are you really even playing a video game?
It's true.
So you got to get 3 monitors.
You're basically
set up
playing a
next to each
Game Boy at that point.
other. Yeah, you look like a hillbilly.
Yeah.
Because, well, like the monitor that I have now, you've seen the big one that I have in my room.
You mean the 2?
Well, I have
Is
two
it
of
just
them.
2 now?
I have 2 monitors.
One's
but
on
one
the
is,
ceiling.
That's not true at all. But yeah, no, I have the big one that I actually play the games on. That's the 144.
On the other one's like the Netflix machine?
Yeah,
Or
pretty much. That's the one I
looking
throw
up-
like Hulu or Netflix open. Because I also have the TV to the left, but I don't keep it on because it puts out a lot of heat. But I mean, it's true. It's an old TV. It makes it really warm. Anyway, no, yeah, I've got that. The big monitor was like, I think I got it on sale for $200, which for a monitor, like a gaming monitor, that's real cheap. The monitor on the right was also $200, but it's older and much higher quality that I did not get on sale.
I don't love anyone in my life enough to get them a computer monitor.
That's fair. This is not necessarily for anybody at this table, but somebody out there is like, $200 is all you need for a good gaming monitor?
And they've got-
Sweet,
And
I
if
know
you
when
were
I'm
that
getting
person,
so-and-so.
Patreon.com/Podzilla1985. If you subscribe right now, it's only $1, you cheapskate. You can listen to the big plans that we have going forward. Because that's on today's pre-show.
Or if
you
you
get the pre-shows.
really hate Cody Sandusky, you can just listen and join in.
Also, if you're thinking $200 is a bargain, I would like to introduce you to our $420.69 tier that we offer on Podzilla 1985, in which, when you pay that, you get an audio recording of our own Allie, not actually a bear, dropping the F-bomb.
Well, don't forget about the $500 edition where they do that.
That's not on there.
While sharing hot dog pie with Dalton.
That's never going to
No.
be on there.
Also, for
No.
the $1,000 tier, I will send you one of Dalton's fingers.
I feel like you guys are overlooking the fact that the 420.69 is an actual tier that is on our Patreon.
Why is the
That's
hot
true.
dog pie not on there?
Why would it be?
Because all right. You take a poll of how many of the fans want to see us eat hot
Thursday
dog
poll.
pie. Yeah, it's
Calling
the
it now.
Thursday poll.
Thursday
it's
poll.
happening.
Yeah, but until we get a 420.69 one, then I'm not going to bother with this $500 one.
I'm not even asking.
I think people are more inclined to watch us eat hot dog pie.
And they would basically, okay,
I'm
sure
inclined to pay you
there-
not to see you eat hot dog pie.
there exist portions of the internet that would be very excited to watch us throw up because that's how gross that stuff is. But that's not what this is about.
This is
Anyway.
about Christmas presents. Christmas presents.
That's the gift that keeps giving from both holes.
Oh,
Why? All right, moving back. Christmas presents. Trevor, what do you have on your fun list next?
all right. I got a few more. I would say any hot new video games, because if you're like me, you can. Well,
See, that's a caveat, though, because, again, what we went back to earlier of...
You got to know them.
You gotta know 'em.
No, not if you know them, but if you know them well enough to know that there's a solid chance they have already bought that game.
And see what games they bought, because so many like good titles have dropped in the past 2 months.
This year,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
this year,
alone.
it's insane.
This
and
holiday season's nuts.
And I buy like 2 video games a year that I sink my time into, but I realize I'm kind of in the minority there.
Well,
but
at this table, you certainly
at this
are.
table, I am. That being said, like, you know, I got Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Somebody got me Red Dead Redemption 2. I wouldn't be upset.
Again, patreon.com.
Nope, that's not what that's for. That's not what that's for.
My bad.
In addition to that is also, if there's a game that you know they really, really liked, like Spider-Man, see if they own the season pass for the DLC.
Yep. That'll usually only cost you around $30. And it's all the DLC that has come out or will come out.
Yep.
And it's usually worth it. If I usually get it on any video game I buy that's a single player, I'll go ahead and get the DLC, because if I bought it, I'm in it.
You're in it for the long haul.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I wait
that's
till
an-
it starts coming out just in case the company, falls through before
Telltale.
they finish it. Telltale Games.
That wasn't even DLC. That was the
wasn't.
full release.
That's just a
yeah.
game.
That was the game.
Yeah, because people bought the full pass or whatever to get the game as it releases, and so people paid for content
That's-
that wasn't gonna come. It now will, but
It
from
was
another
so-
company.
Yeah.
It was up in the air for a minute.
But yeah, because like Spider-Man. Like, I love Spider-Man,
That content is definitely all coming out.
but it's that... I mean, I will probably buy the DLC at some point, but I didn't buy it at launch. So
It
which
came
that's,
with my edition of the game.
that's another thing you got to kind
Ooh.
of keep an eye on too, is if you know that they're already going to,
Yeah.
Yep.
if they're going to, if they haven't already bought it, or if they're like us who frequently trade in games that we buy, make sure they still have it.
Like, do a little recon on
Don't
this. Figure out what your
side-eye
nerds
me.
got.
That wasn't a shot. We all do it.
It's accurate. But yeah, no, that's definitely one of those ones. Like, yeah, that's a super. I'm not gonna say obvious, but like a good one. If you can get that intel, don't go in blind and like. I think that Trevor would be really happy if I bought him Assassin's Creed because he loves Assassin's Creed. You just picked the one game he paid for this year.
Yep.
I bought 2 games.
Oh, that's right. He bought Sea of Thieves.
I bought
too.
Sea of Thieves. I recently uninstalled Sea of Thieves to make more room.
So yeah, like so you got to be a little bit careful with that, especially and again, like Trevor works because he only does buy 2 to 3 games a year.
It's true.
Versus like the other 3 of us at this table have bought more than that in the last month.
Yeah, it's been bad.
Yeah,
Look,
been
Black
regretful.
Friday is not fair. Okay.
They call it Black Friday because it's the only time of the year a lot
And-
of stores get out of the red. But it should be called Black Friday because it is death for your wallet.
It's like the plague.
Asa, I have to ask, of the major titles that are up for Game of the Year this year, which of them do you not own?
Like what do you mean for Game of the Year? Like from like the actual Game Awards that are coming out?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't
some
know.
of those
What
games were
I don't
BS.
remember the nominees.
Okay.
I don't.
Honestly,
just
I
get
can't think of
racking
anything
my-
that would be nominated that you don't own.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Celeste.
Racking my brain. I think you own them all.
I don't have Celeste.
Celeste will be. I don't think that Celeste will be nominated for Game of the
I don't-
Year. Like
I-
it'll
I don't
be
think
in-
so.
There were a bunch of indie games.
They've already
nominated.
announced
Especially
the
'cause I've
nominees.
never heard of it.
and they've been talking about it on Kind of Funny a lot
Yeah, 'cause,
lately.
like,
And I feel bad that I don't remember.
Celeste was an indie game. I know it came out on the Switch. Was it also on Steam?
I'm pretty sure.
But people are like, that is a critical darling. Like it is getting in
Yeah, no. Celeste was absolutely
the Game
incredible.
Award for Game of the Year nominees: Celeste, God of War, Monster Hunter World, Red Dead Redemption 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Spider-Man.
You have all of those that
Except
I'm
for
aware
Celeste.
of.
I
Except
don't
for
have
Celeste.
Celeste.
You don't have. You have Monster Hunter.
I'm sorry. I have good taste in games.
Sheeple.
Because I think of that list, I have Celeste and Spider-Man.
Wait, you got Monster Hunter World?
Oh, and Monster Hunter World. I forgot he mentioned that one.
And, Oh wait, no, you just said Spider-Man.
So yeah,
So-
hot new video game.
Yeah, no, video games are great plan. You just, like I said, have to find out what they own because it would be really, really hard to buy me, Asa, or Shannon a video game for Christmas.
didn't
Oh,
buy
don't
Me-
even try.
I didn't buy Mega Man 11.
Because, yeah, I
putting
did
that out
buy
there in
Mega
the
Man
world.
Just
11.
floating it out there.
If it's a
I
game
didn't
that I...
buy. This might be a while.
Because if it's a game that I actively want to play, I probably bought it because, once again,
We have credit cards.
irresponsible spend monster.
Yep.
And what's a savings account?
What's that?
What's,
That's having enough Twitter
That's
followers
something my
that you can
parents
launch a
had.
GoFundMe in case something terrible happens.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Yeah.
I got 2 more on this.
All right, what else you got, buddy?
And this one's weird. This one, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a person who likes this. Like nerdy glassware.
Oh no,
That's-
yeah, nerdy
yeah.
glass
That's a
good
good one.
stuff.
Yeah, like I have a series of pint glasses that are all like nerdy.
We throw this out here, having talked about mugs at the beginning of the show, but yeah, if you can get like they sell them at conventions all the time. Like they almost always have them, and like any kind of a local comic shop probably definitely almost certainly has that kind of stuff. Some game stores do too. Yeah, shot glasses, pint glasses.
We all get thirsty.
Mugs, steins, stuff like that. Like I have a lot of glassware that I bought at like conventions and stuff.
Even like if there's something that you can, because at this point like nerd culture is mainstream culture. So if you know that kind of like the jerseys you were talking about earlier, if you know that there is a non necessarily nerdy activity, there is something nerdy about that activity, some sort of merchandise or gear that you can find. So
Yep.
like glassware, like you can get, water bottles for when people like shakers and mixers. Like if you know someone who's working out,
Yeah.
or who plays sports, stuff like that. Like there's all sorts of stuff that you can find at this point, characters of.
I wasn't looking at you to stop shaking your leg. I was just more information than you need, but I started slowing down my intake of my antidepressants and I'm trying to get off of them. And I haven't taken any in a day or so. I've been taking half a pill, but I've been noticing I'm shaking a lot lately, like since I stopped taking like for a full day. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't shaking the table because I just felt shaking, and I'm like, oh God, is that me? So I looked over and saw your leg and went, oh, thank God.
Oh, me and Jesse both our legs are going.
Oh yeah, no. Like it's just.
Is it a
It's the
trio?
thing I've always done.
Okay.
Are we all doing the shaky leg?
Not me.
I mean, I haven't. I don't think I've been doing it, but I also don't notice I do it until I
got
realize
both legs
I am moving
going right
something.
now. Both
You're
of
a
'em.
rabbit.
Both of them.
I just had one going. Now both are going.
I
'Cause
usually
now
just-
I'm thinking about it, and now I can't stop.
Now neither are going
Um,
because I have will. I have self-control.
And glassware.
when it comes-
Glassware's a thing.
When it comes to not money,
You know,
He's
glassware
actually
is just,
doing hummingbirds right now. You can't tell.
they are imperceptible to the human eye.
yeah, glassware and stuff like that. That's always a cool gift. Especially like, okay, there's also like custom stuff. This reminded me of one thing that I personally like to give as gifts to certain people. You can get for if you have somebody that plays like Magic the Gathering, any kind of a card game, or if they're PC gamers, you can get custom mouse pads and custom gaming mats. And these are really cool. I actually got I got Steven in Secret Santa last year, and I got him one of these. He loves, like, I have personally this XXL mouse pad that I use that basically turns the entire front of my desk into a mouse pad. Like, my keyboard goes on there and everything, and it gives me all this room for activities. And Steven saw that and he really liked it, so I got him a custom Metal Gear one for Secret Santa, and it wasn't all that expensive. It was like $20-something on, I think, Inked Gaming, I think is what it's called. That one's free, Inked Gaming. You hit me up if you want some more. Yeah, you can head over there. They usually have some pretty cool stuff, and you can put pretty much any image you want on a mouse pad, and they'll send it to you. Same thing for like gaming mats and stuff like that. And
So make it sexy.
The possibilities are just going through my head, and I'm just smiling.
they're literally endless. And, you know, along that line, there's all sorts of, like, a Dungeons & Dragons player will never be upset at getting a pack of dice.
Yeah, we like dice.
Which I don't understand that.
Or like a dice bag. Or
Do you play Dungeons and Dragons?
I do.
Oh, that Inked Gaming place also has custom dice bags. That's what I was going to get to next.
I do, but I always had. So Jesse and Asa and I played with Hunter and his wife and Mike Branham for a while, and I never understood. They would come out with 20 different sets of die, and I have my one set, and like they would roll a bad roll, and they put that die into timeout, and they grab one of their other 50, and I'm just like, it's not the dice fault, it's just it's just a die. Just roll the damn dice.
That's clearly not how the rules of the universe work, Shannon.
Yeah,
you need to learn that.
Listen.
I don't get the Dungeons and Dragons dice thing.
We're not superstitious. We're just
A little
stitious.
A little stitious. Yeah.
Also, sometimes, especially with like the Chess X, like the cheaper sets, they are not crafted perfectly, so that they will skew certain sides, and those sides will pop up more.
And that
As
percentage
in cheating?
As in weighted incorrectly.
It's not. Yeah, it's not fair, but it's not like deliberate cheating.
Yeah, and it's also not. It's not one of those things that's just blatant. Like, basically, if every, like on a D20, you're supposed to have a 1 in 20 chance of getting every single one of them. One might be like just a fraction of a fraction of a fraction more likely than another because of like an off weight. So it's not like it's always going to, pop up this way, but if you do 1,000 rolls, it's not going to be the 1 in 20 on average.
Right. But it also is probably going, and it's not just going to be like that exact, because a lot of the times it's the 20 and then like the 3 numbers around the 20.
Right.
That's just kind of where it, like those, you will see more and more those numbers skewed
Yep.
differently.
Yes.
That's why you like those like really nice dice sets. Like, those are like pure random.
Yeah, those are like, if you get like any of the really nice metal ones or any of like you can find some super duper plastic ones, and those are as close to random as physically possible. Like everything is as close to 1 in 20.
Just because there's
as it
more
can
quality
be.
control going into it, they're especially there is absolutely yes you can get those, but they're not going to be the $8. You're not going to be dropping $8 at Barnes and Noble for one of those. Like those are some. Having looked at like some of those dice.
Some of like the super
Ignorant.
cool stone ones and stuff.
Ignorant.
Yeah, because you can get like, and when he says ignorant, you can spend $200 on a set of dice.
Oh, sir,
Jeez.
you can spend $2,000 on a set of dice made out of mammoth tusk.
Okay, but
I have a
that's-
website.
my
that's
question
made out
would
of
be
mammoth tusk.
why?
Because why not?
Unless it's made out of actual dragon bone. Don't talk to me.
Because even I bought a set at Coheed and Cambria concert because they had dice sets. Because why wouldn't they?
Because they know their audience.
It's
right.
true. They're
But
aware.
apparently, Claudio actually plays D&D with his wife and another band member. Claudio, being the lead singer, writer, etc. for Coheed and Cambria, plays D&D to keep the creative juices flowing. So he actually plays D&D with his wife and them, and they had dice sets, and I bought one because Irresponsible Spend Monster. And it's a really nice like metal set.
How much would that cost you?
It was $40.
Money.
That ain't bad.
No, it's really not.
That
especially,
ain't bad.
especially for a metal set.
Also-
and first roll with the D20 ever. I rolled before we came here. It was a nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh, what were you? Did you just?
We were rolling to see where we were going to eat dinner.
Yep,
Okay.
Sugar Fire won.
with a 20.
But,
It's a firm victory.
And if you want to get somebody like specialized dice, like I have to share like what my wife got me for Christmas. I think it was last year. Like this website that had like the mammoth tusk, crazy expensive dice. Also had one with like bog wood or something and hop leaves like crushed into the dice. So she found out how to cast dice in resin and mixed hop leaves in it, because I make beer, into the dice, and made me custom hop dice. So you can, if you want to get really fancy, you can make a custom set of like resin dice for the nerd in your life and kind of add something special in there, ashes of grandma, whatever, to make it special for
Their
them.
own blood.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're crafty like Trevor's wife, who is very crafty,
Very crafty. I married a crafty woman.
then yeah, that's I mean, and that also goes back to your custom gift giving. And honestly, like the dice turned out really good. And it's not like she had to spend a whole bunch of money or put like a tremendous amount of effort into it.
There's a D8 that's a little wonky, and the D20's kind of flat on one side, but the rest of them are great.
But is it a helpful side?
It is.
Ooh.
Actually, no.
Oh.
I still roll it, but I also roll with advantage most rolls.
And that's not often the one picked.
But on that rare occasion.
Right.
And last thing on my list is not really a gift, but what I found to be the greatest like gift resource, which is thinkgeek.com.
Oh yeah.
It's the best. I was going through it on the.
It was really
before.
good until GameStop bought them out.
It's still good.
Way to ruin that.
Why? Why you gotta be
They
there?
were actually running like 50% off. I think it's still going as of today, Tuesday, on the 27th of November. They were doing 50% off site-wide. I almost bought an ugly Christmas sweater. Because I don't actually own one of those.
Me neither.
I had one that I got from Goodwill, and it is the itchiest, most uncomfortable thing I've ever worn in my entire life.
And see, that's why I want to get one from like one of these sites, because they're usually like they don't do the wool ugly sweaters, they do cotton. So it's like
Go to
super
Target.
stretchy and soft.
Target's got a bunch. I just bought a taco one from Target.
Ooh.
How much was that?
I think it
Not
was,
like judgy question, just like
I think it was like 30, 35.
I don't friggin' Starlink accessories and games at $45 for the base set and $17 a pop. But clothing, I don't know what it is. Like wrestling shirts, t-shirts, graphic tees, stuff like that. I owe $20 for something I will literally use for years to come once a week.
You'd rather your characters look good than you.
But I could buy an action figure that's going to sit in a box, not even on display, in my room for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, no, spending more than $20 on a t-shirt is something that I get itchy about.
Even like a sweater, like it'll be like that'd be fun for like the Christmas party.
I
that
look
we
good
do
in my
here,
sweater,
and,
though.
like,
I get itchy spending that amount on a sweater that I'm only going to wear once. Mm-hmm. But like, I will drop like $50 on a hoodie.
I'm so mad that there weren't any deals on the Carhartt hoodies.
There
He
were
was. I was there when he got
I
upset
was-
about that.
I miss it so much.
You just need to break down and drop the cash.
I
buddy.
know. I think
especially this winter is looking like it's going to be super cold.
I
It's cold
know.
out there right now, Jesse.
It's so
Yeah,
cold.
that's why, and I kind of like I'm hesitant to do that because that also might be a thing that I ask my parents for
Yeah.
for Christmas.
You can always have two.
You're not wrong.
I have 2 Carhartts. I have 1 zip and 1 knot.
So, Jesse, what do you want for Christmas this year?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I literally never know what, like, I never know what to answer that question. Like so the way my family does it now, which is a lot more practical than the way it used to be. The way it used to be was like everybody would just try to spend like $25 or $30 on everyone. Now everybody pools their money for each person. So like I generally, there are 5 people in my family that I buy gifts for, and not including like the nieces and nephews and whatnot. So basically now, instead of buying like 5 individual gifts, I buy 1 gift for 1 person with all of that money, and they just kind of do the same thing around. So you spend the same amount of money, but you get something a little better than like a T-shirt or a CD or that kind of thing. So I still haven't figured out what I wanted for my Christmas gift. So I don't know, Trevor.
Okay. How about you, Shannon?
For Christmas, I have the stupid answer for Christmas.
If you say goodwill toward men, I'll rip
No,
that
he just wants
mic
to
out.
spend time with his friends. Carrots.
Do not bring your good cheer in this house.
I legitimately, there are no material items that I want for Christmas. I'm going to be honest. Everything that I want, I buy, and then I always regret it. So the only thing that I want for Christmas is just to have a good Christmas with people that I care about.
I can ruin that.
Boo. No, it's very
gonna
sweet
need
and heartfelt.
He's going to need some medical expenses
But I guess
after I put that whooping on Simon Belmont.
if you want me to put a monetary value on it, though, I would like. I guess more than anything, I want to get some therapy for Asa after the whooping that I put on him. And he's going to need it because
How original.
I can only describe what I'm going to do to you as pornographic.
It'll be truly a gift for the ages.
It will be. Asa, what about you?
I'm surprised you didn't go with can only be shown on Live Leak.
What? Oh, okay. I thought you said for Christmas I only wanted something that was shown on live. Oh my God, what is it then? What do you think of me?
We're going to have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Yeah.
My family just has switched to turn for a while. Like once the grandkids were out of high school, I think is when it switched. We were drawing names for a while, but now it just now we just do like white elephant. So you bring like a $20 thing that for everybody. Essentially, that's something like everybody can enjoy.
Yeah.
Which I usually go for something that my grandma will like because we trade. So she'll like I'll just be like, you go for that one. But no, there's a handful of things that I like that I'm asking for. Like I sent a list to my mom, but like I want a decent gym bag because like the one that I have in the back right now, or the one that I bought at WrestleMania, the latest one, I don't remember what they're called.
The
Drawstring
the-
bags.
the pull
I
string
don't
bags.
like those.
It already
love them.
broke.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's why I like them.
Both of the things at the bottom, the cloth, just like that were holding the metal rings, those
Yeah.
tore off. So I'm furious about that. So I'm using my ones from WrestleMania 27 because that's vinyl instead of like cloth.
Yeah.
So those are holding up.
While I'm thinking about it, speaking of those drawstring bags, another place that you could do cool custom stuff, Redbubble. And
Are we still promoting them after what they did to us?
weren't they just required to like take one of our things down?
Oh no, I'm just talking about the fact
No,
that
because
like
it's like $30.
$30 for
Oh,
a
yeah.
shirt, and we got like $2 out of that.
No, those are real expensive and kind of silly. But you can get drawstring bags from Redbubble. I got an Overwatch one like almost 2 years ago now, and no sign of wear and tear.
Can confirm that you carry it around all the time.
Yeah, no, I love that bag. Like, that bag is awesome, and it's still real sturdy. So that's an option for you, and you can get a custom. They're still up there. The PZ85 designs are still on Redbubble. So if you want a Podzilla 1985 drawstring, you can get one.
I found my PWU shirt. My roommate had it.
Really?
Yeah. It was just in his drawer or something. He's like, oh, this is yours, by the way. It's like, oh, there it is.
So like I didn't know you were a fan of PW.
No, but like a good gym, like a duffel bag.
Yeah.
Something that I can just like, because if I could start going straight from work to the gym instead of having to like stop off at home and change, like have enough space to like put shoes and stuff.
Put shoes, your gym clothes, and a change of clothes after the shower in there, maybe.
Yep.
A towel. Your deodorant.
No, we got gym towels. There's gym towels. It's a fancy. I go to a nice gym.
With towels.
They do have lots of towels.
And they're so soft.
It's like the one requirement of a gym.
The like if I could get
Clearly not.
I'm kind of like keeping an eye out for like a book bag, like because like kind of how you carry around your systems, because the duffel bag I have is like holes in it, and I don't trust it for much longer. So like if I can get like a decent backpack for something like that.
Easily the best deal I've ever gotten from Hastings.
Yeah, I'm needing somewhere to go, like clearance shopping at.
Are you looking for like consoles?
Yeah, I mean that's what I would mostly use it for.
ThinkGeek has a bag of holding that is really nice.
That's a Dungeons and Dragons reference.
I get it. I don't know.
It's
Like
called
there's
the
like
bag of holding.
It's mostly like practical stuff that I'm looking for. Like I could always use more like work clothes because I hate spending money on clothes. But especially like work clothes. I don't know why. I have like a handful of polos and I've started wearing flannels to work now that it's cold out. Except I get electrocuted every time I touch anything metal.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, I hate
My favorite part of the season is touching someone and just being shocked every time.
Yeah.
I would like Mega Man 11. I was hoping that was going to go on Black Friday sale, but it did not.
Nope.
No.
Just play that Starlink, buddy.
Neither did Diablo.
I know. Yeah, but I still
both
bought
bought that.
Still haven't played it.
Sure did.
You clearly have to play Celeste.
My Wizards
now.
already.
Yeah,
70.
I do because like
70?
I've heard such good things about it. Like
Jesus.
not only the gameplay, but like the story apparently is like really.
I've been playing for like a week,
Motivating
or
and-
2-3 weeks, and I'm only at like level 35. And Jesse bought it 2 days ago and it's 70.
I mean, Jesse also was like playing your like version and he just jumped straight into like the greater FU riffs and just grinds. He was bashing his head against the wall for a minute there.
Yeah, I didn't do any more of that when I got the copy of it myself. I didn't do any more bashing my head into the wall. I just kind of like I put a lot of time into it recently, so I know what I need to do, and I did it.
One thing you can get me for free, if you're out there listening, is I love the Fortnite Rage videos, so keep them coming.
Fortnite Rage compilations
I
on
love
YouTube.
watching people get mad at Fortnite.
Oh, they're real funny sometimes.
I was watching the one that you posted. I just clicked on, but I had it on mute.
Good.
So I was just watching people's like just scream.
smashing their keyboard. Dude breaks his monitor like 3 times.
This little nerd boy just like trying to break his keyboard over his knee, but he couldn't do it. So he does it like twice on one side, doesn't work. So he flips it over to go like keys first, and it also doesn't work.
You never go keys first, man.
Oh.
I
good
hate
stuff.
Fortnite.
Oh, we all do, buddy. We all do. All right, that's going to do it for us on Nerds Friday, and I'm not sorry if I insulted your favorite game.
If your
'cause-
favorite game's Fortnite, you should be insulted. Daily.
Fair enough. All right, that's going to do it for us. Thanks, Shannon, for coming.
Thanks for having me.
and
It
being
was,
on the
it was
show,
an honor.
and- Yes, say so.
I'm gonna hit him with some plugs real quick.
All right, go for
because
it.
we've been like kind of offhanded mentioning it. Facebook.com/Podzilla1985. Go there.
Talk to us.
Give us a like. Talk to us. Introduce yourselves because we look at the numbers.
It's the
people
season.
are listening.
Yeah.
Who identify yourselves?
'Tis the season to get to know us. We're
Who
all
are
great
you?
men.
Especially if you were from the Texas area. I have noticed we have did you not see this in the group chat?
I did see this, yeah. No,
Okay, yeah, we have a significant surge of people in the Texas area.
So we big in Texas?
That is our second most listened to state.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's not Illinois anymore?
Not in, yeah, Texas has replaced
Is it not even
Illinois for the
Missouri?
number two. Missouri is the number 1.
Oh, number 2. I misheard.
What's up
Okay.
out there, Texas?
Yeah, so if you were in the Texas area,
Who are you?
who are you and how did you hear about us? Because I'm curious.
Wait, isn't Krista down there?
She is.
Maybe she spread the word.
Shout
Uh,
out
and
to
that's
Lone
what
Star.
I was like. I don't know if Krista's got that kind of pull.
Or she cares that much about us anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are
And then
good.
Dalton's friend also lives down there.
Dalton doesn't have friends.
No, he does.
He has this
Although
one-
I've never met them. He might just disappear for a week every year.
He just puts on a different outfit and goes like, "Hey, Dalton," and then takes the outfit off. Hey,
Takes the
buddy.
hat off.
It's just a hat. It's just the same hat.
And then he cries for hours.
So yeah, either way, we have suddenly gotten really big in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So if you live in the Texas area, let me know who you are. I'm
Yeah,
curious.
let us know. Facebook.com/Podzilla1985 and also legitimately Patreon.com/Podzilla1985. Any bit that you donate to the show helps us a lot. We just got our new, not just the power supply for the soundboard. We might, by the way Trevor was talking, we may need to be looking into new mic stands soon.
Yeah, they're getting a little creaky.
So
Yeah.
every little bit helps. Also, for just $1, you get access to our pre-shows.
It's so funny.
Which are uncensored. They're a lot of fun. They tend to be like some of the funnier moments.
A lot of
that
vampire
we catch.
racism.
Yeah, we got a great Castlevania conversation
Including this
earlier.
one is a special. The pre-show for this episode includes a big reveal that we have not gone public with yet for future content that we are hoping to put out.
It's true.
Yes,
So this is a good time to jump in.
$1 gets
Just
you
$1.
all of the pre-shows. It's not $1 per pre-show.
And again, for $420.69, we will send you audio of Allie dropping the F-bomb.
Never heard in audio form. Only
live.
Only live.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never on a mic
Yeah.
or anywhere else.
I
Like
mean,
a sailor.
I mean,
she
you
is.
give us like 400 and something. I'll send you a hat, like or a piece of my hair. What you want?
Trevor will eat hot dog pie, and then he'll wash it down with bologna cake.
I don't know what that is, but
For
I like
$400,
I like
they'll do it.
bologna. I'll do it.
For $500, I will put
If we-
anything you put in front of me in my mouth.
Please stop putting out fake things.
See, because the dollar for the pre-show and the $420.69, that is a real tier. Those aren't on the other. Although I'm not gonna lie, if we can get a tier to where we actually like make money on it,
You'd eat the hot dog pie.
I would eat the hot dog pie.
I would eat the hot dog pie too.
I'll
It's the-
eat
I-
a
have
lot
you
of
seen the
things.
video?
I would.
I have no idea
I'll
what
show you
hot
the
dog
video.
pie
It's
I
is.
would make that.
disgusting.
I would make that a Patreon tier, but it would have to be enough to like one because we'd have to buy all the supplies.
and then pay for all the medicine after we vomit.
Right.
I'll
Yeah.
do dirty
The
things for
Pepto.
money.
Yeah, I'll suck anything you put in front of me. $500.
Tell you what, that's the thing. If there are things that you would like to see like us offer for a Patreon tier, let us know.
Yeah,
Because we've tried to do multiple brainstorming sessions.
because
and
we
it's just
can't
like,
think of it clearly.
what can we offer?
I'll give you Dalton Anthony for 24 hours. You just bring him back. You can do whatever you want in that 24 hours.
Everything's legal. At
It's
that
the
point.
Purge.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you don't
Did
want
you
to know what he's purging.
Did you see the video of the Purge announcement and siren and everything before like a Walmart opened on Black Friday?
it?
You imagine
fits, yeah.
it's like, oh, is
That's
this? Oh,
good
I can't
stuff.
tell that this isn't a
Okay, so at the very least, some of that Patreon stuff was real. The pre-show,
the dollar for the
And
we
pre-show
really
alley
do
tier.
have a podcast.
and the alley tier.
we really do.
Patreon.com/Podzilla1985. And yeah, do hit us up on Facebook, especially if you're from Texas. That's going to do it for us. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Merry Christmas.